Morning, and here we are in my office, giving you different scenarios in the background. I really should be wearing a white coat, my hair pinned up, perfect makeup, spectacles, lots of books in bookshelves, and then you will think I'm very learned and maybe you would take me seriously. Yeah, right. I always worry about those. I've been looking at a few YouTube videos and seeing all that in the background and thinking, Anyway, I digress yet again. Following on from my last capture, which was basically sharing the way that my body responded so quickly to the stress, the non-acceptance of my impending separation and divorce. I guess I really need to strengthen this point that how you look at the world is how you're going to respond to it. And how you respond to the world, in turn, affects your body. Again, it's the same sort of thing, what comes before what? What is the cause? What are the symptoms? Look at the cause. So what came before your learnt response? Like, how did you know how to respond to the world? What's the answer? You were taught. Pure and simple. You were taught and you learnt. And then how you were taught how to respond is how you continue to learn. This isn't passing blame to anyone. I tried to explain this to a mother not too long ago, and her immediate response, everybody wants to blame the parents. And it's not about that. It's so not about that, because we have to learn something from somewhere. And when you're a kid and you know nothing, well, then you absorb everything from the people that have already got it. It's the people who are already in their spacesuits. You've just arrived in yours. I think this was another, could be Wayne Dyer, Ramdas analogy. I think it's Ramdas. And you come into Wayne Dyer, and you come into these spacesuits, and you basically have to learn how to move them and how to work them. And you ask the people who've already mastered theirs, and they teach you. So it's like Steve Irwin. He was fascinated with animals. Incredible, fantastic, all the rest of it. Crikey, whatever. Now those kids will walk down the path of a forest and come across a snake, and it would be, oh, wow, look at that beautiful snake, or a lizard, or a goanna, or something that could be quite scary to some people. I go, oh, wow, that's beautiful, because whenever he came across something like that, his reaction, or his response to what he saw or experienced was one of wonder, wonderment and awe of beauty of nature. And I believe that's how his children have learned to respond. Whereas if you were the child of an arachnophobe, someone who's scared of spiders, for instance, and you saw a spider, and you'd learned that the response of the parent was, ah, there's a spider, oh my God, where's the broom? Whack it over the head, kill it. Then your response will be very, very similar. Funnily enough, before I came to Australia, I was petrified of insects, and now not. It's very strange. It's very strange. But before I came to Australia, there was a lot of things I responded to in a not right way. I didn't get it then. So understanding that how we feel about what we see with these eyes that point outwards, which is quite a hindrance sometimes, is all to do with what we make it mean, or what we've made it mean in the past, or what we've learnt how to make it mean. So if our response is negative, and if we have the understanding that this affects the body, again, please check out The Biology of Belief by Dr. Bruce Lipton. Free videos on YouTube, check him out. If we have an understanding that our bodies have a cellular reaction to how we're feeling, then surely this would be a point where we might stop and think, well, hang on a minute. Maybe I need to look at the way that I look at something. And this phrase has been coined many times by many people. They're all saying the same thing, and it's great. When you change the way you look at something, the thing you look at begins to change. Even the person that you've hated for years or something, or feared of years, if you change the way you look at them, this can too change. So I'm guessing that this is just the crux of this one, is that it's a very important thing to look at, how you're responding to this world that you're currently in, especially if you're suffering right now. And I'm sure there's a lot of people who've been diagnosed with Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, ileitis, diverticulitis, who are in a lot of pain right now. And I totally get the anger. I totally get it. But I want you to know you don't have to have it. And once you get how to drop it and get how to drop your response, learnt response, the rest follows. The rest follows. I'm not going to promise you anything. And I'm not going to tell you to give up medication or anything like that. But I'll keep sharing and sign off now, because I'm sure I've gone far too long, dribbling along, I'm sure. So I'll get off now, and yes. See you next time.